So I think the overall presentation today have been great. And as a juror, I think I was very surprised by the kind of and the quality of work that we had, obviously, considering the constraints within which the design studio was conducted, especially considering that these kids never really got to go out and see Sri Lanka and cite again and analyze it through a new perspective that they were actually looking at in this semester. I think the work was interesting. It's good to see that they're thinking outside of the boundaries of just the very core of architecture, which is plan, section, elevation, but looking more at the experience, discussing the spatiality, uh, discussing the intangible aspects of the spatial quality. And I think that was really good. And that's definitely something they should carry forward and not forget about in the rest of the architectural course as it becomes more technical, let's just say. But, and obviously, you guys, like I already said, great job. I think this is the part where this is the crucial point in a student's life because this is where they start forming their own architectural sense of things they like, things they don't like. They start picking up materials and styles and discarding things, saying, I don't really like that. I'm not going to respond to this. And to navigate that online and then to also navigate that to say, yes, don't just discard things, challenge yourself, think about how this is going to impact your design or where it's going to take you next. I think that way, I think that was very nicely managed. It was, you could see it in some presentations very clearly, the mapping of where conceptual spaces and real spaces came into being, or how a person moves through a space. There were elements of, in everybody's presentation, there was something different of the way they had approached the unit that they were representing. That was the most interesting thing for me, I think, because I could ask individual questions to each group instead of asking um, a general question to everyone. There was nothing general that I could have done. And I think that is that unique flavor that you guys brought through the units, through the difference you created. I think that was very interesting. So while we have the overall theme of Emergent Sri Lanka, we also got to look at the material, we got to look at how to include nature, how to include light and shade. So each group focused on one thing, and you could see that focus in their final design. And thank you for inviting me to be the juror. I hope I was slightly helpful to the students.